Hello, it's Marie. Welcome to 2023. I'm back with more unboxings. This morning I received the January Adult Unplugged box. It's a bit late. There was a shipping delay on, I think, the book, but it's here now. I'm very excited to open it. Once again, as always, can't remember anything about what's in this box, so it's a surprise. To begin, this is the Terrifying Truths box, which sounds exciting. This month's recipe is curry lentil soup, which is unfortunate because I don't like soup, but what can you do? I never make the recipes anyway. I always think I might make some of them, but I never do. So let's get into the items. There's a couple of boxes, a few little things hidden in the packing peanuts. I'll start with this. Just like a little orange bar. It's a shower steamer. All good showers here. In the scent bergamot. And it does have a very faint sort of orangey type smell, which is nice. I do like that they're including more shower products in their boxes, because normally it's all like bath bombs and bubble baths and those sorts of things. But of course I don't take baths. It's nice to have some shower items. Next, we've got this little tub of something. It's from the Fiction Bath Company, who I love. They've done some of my favorite items for these boxes. Hand creams are just incredible. This is a solid perfume, which is interesting. I've never had a solid perfume, but I do like perfumes in general, so it's quite fun. It's in the scent lemon, ginger tea, and old books, and it's called Robin. So I'm going to assume that this is inspired by the book Babel by R.F. Kuang, because Robin is the name of the main character. And he is studying at Oxford University, translating old works into new things. It was my first read of the year and I loved it. It was so great. I gave it 5 stars. Definitely check that out if you haven't yet. So that's quite cute. Love to have something inspired by that. Oh, that's really nice. It's definitely lemony, but it's got that warmth of ginger in it as well. Really nice. It's just a little, I don't know, tub of solid perfume. Yeah, so that's quite fun. Really like that. So we've got a couple of boxes and the book, but also this little pouch. Reusable bamboo cotton pads. Oh, and on the back of the tag it's got the 7 cotton pads of Evelyn Hugo, which is quite cute. So they come in this cute little bag, and they're just, oh, they're cute. Little, and there's 7 of them, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 little cotton pads with this design. Never let anyone make you feel ordinary. I think they all say that. Yeah. And they've got just a little design of, you probably can't even see it, of like film strip stuff. What do you call that film strip? You know, the black thing. And Evelyn in her green dress. So these are great. little cotton pads. I love that. Good for, you know, makeup removal and that sort of thing. I believe these, yes. So starting this year, Unplugged is doing like a green initiative. So they're making an effort to reduce plastic in their boxes, which is fantastic. And they're aiming to include more reusable items in their boxes. And these are the first of that. So you can just use them and wash them and then you use them again, which is great. Love that. So that's really cool. I will definitely use those because I'm terrible about, you know, using single use makeup wipes and that sort of thing. So great to have these. Right, 2 boxes in front of me. I think this one is a candle. So I'm going to open this one first. Here's the candle. Ooh, it's nice. It's a nice color. All right. It's like a orangey, reddy color. And it's Essence of Sloth. So this is the next candle in their 7 Deadly Sins candle series that they're doing. And each candle is based on a different deadly sin. This one is called Light Song, and it's from Warbreaker, which I know is a Brandon Sanderson book, but I haven't read it. And on the top, there's an engraving. Can't read it very well. By the colours, I'm still God. I think that's what it says. A bit hard to read, but there is a faint scent. The spoiler sheet says it smells of musk and sandalwood. And there is a faint scent there. It's quite nice, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it is nice. The other candles in this series have been very faintly scented. And I think this is the nicest one in terms of scent so far. But it's still quite faint again, which is fine. Some people prefer that. I prefer a stronger smell in my candles, but I do like this. And I really like the jars. I've been just displaying them on my bookshelves because they're so pretty to look at. So great to have the next one. I think this is a mug. I remember reading something about a mug being in this box. It is a mug. Great. I love mugs. I'm one of those people who has like 17 mugs just for myself. Oh, that's really cool. First of all, it's pink inside, which I love. And then the design is from Labyrinth, the movie. We've got the Goblin King, and here he is in that bubble thing with Sarah. And there's Sarah and her friends on the other side. I hope you can see that. It's really cute. I love this. Oh, I love this mug. This is actually, I think, the 4th in a series of mugs, a series of 4 mugs that they've been doing over the last several years, but it's the first mug that I've received because I wasn't subscribed until just under a year ago. So it's also the first in the 2023 collection that they're doing. So in 2023 in the adult boxes, they're doing the Unplugged Cafe series, and this is item 1. So that's quite fun. Love cafes, love coffee, love mugs. Very excited for this series. And this art is so cute. I can't wait to use this mug. I might go wash it today so I can use it tomorrow. because it's great. So now we come to the book. First, we've got the reader card thing. Probably can't even see that. I can barely see it. It's like a silhouette of, it looks like a person with a head in their hands or something. It's sort of green tinged. On the back is the letter from the author. Dear reader, when I began drafting The Sleepless, I didn't know where the story would take me. At most, I knew it had to be a little bit sci-fi because of the premise, which came to me before all else. Other than that, I only told myself to appeal to who I am as a reader. I was convinced that if I wrote the kind of story that I myself would devour, that I'd end up with a book that I can be proud of. I drew from my own influences and found guidance in the books that I loved, which came from different genres and eras. In the process, I found that the kind of reader I am translated into the kind of writer I wanted to become, and then into the book that I eventually created. As a result, The Sleepless amalgamates the kinds of stories I enjoy most: the darkness and moral ambiguity of mystery and noir, the infinite possibilities of sci-fi, and the deep characterizations of literary fiction. I've always felt that no story is ever just the one thing, and inasmuch as the most memorable characters are multifaceted, so too are the best stories. They have layers that invite exploration, meanings that shift the more you read and reread. They challenge me to consider what I think the story is trying to say, to look deeper into how a character acts or how events unfold. It's in the liminal spaces between genres and categories that I found the most fulfillment as a reader, and now too as a writer. The liminal space is porous, amorphous, and therefore expansive. It encourages a different way, not just of reading, but of viewing the world, of questioning its limits, borders, and definitions. The hope is that one might find those limits to be pliable, maybe even artificial. I set out to write The Sleepless to inhabit that in-between space, and I hope that as you read this book, you find some meaning and beauty in the grey areas. Cheers, Victor. Okay. There was a lot in there that I related to and agree with, but a lot of it also sounded a bit like highbrow and literary, if you know what I mean. Like the author was, like all that talk of liminal space and, expansion and all that sort of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It just sounds a little bit like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but when someone talks to you about something they've created and they're trying to convince themselves and you that it's a lot deeper than it actually is. That's what it sounds like to me. But nothing against this guy. I don't know a Victor. So, it might be good. He might be a great writer. I'm not sure. Anyway, the book. It's quite a striking cover, actually. Here we go. I'll show it to you. It's The Sleepless by Victor Manabo. I believe it is. Yeah, Manabo. This is another of the Unplugged exclusive editions. So it's got a nice, cool cover and stenciled edges. So it's like a city with, I think, a mountainous background. It's also got these nice blue end papers and the naked hardcover. Oh yes, looks great. The naked hardcover has these really cool foil designs on them. I really like this design, actually. It's making me quite excited to read the book. Something about this like digital sci-fi vibe that it's got going is quite exciting to me. It feels a bit futuristic and dystopian. I think this will also have, yes, and the title page has an author signature on it, which is great too. But now the blurb. That's what we're all really here for. Right. A mysterious pandemic causes a quarter of the world to permanently lose the ability to sleep without any apparent health implications. That sounds like hell, to be honest. Sleep is my favorite thing to do. So, truly, truly a nightmare. The outbreak creates a new class of people who are both feared and ostracized, most of whom optimize their extra hours to earn more money. Makes sense. Journalist Jamie Vega is sleepless. He can't sleep, nor does he need to. When his boss dies on the eve of a controversial corporate takeover, Jamie doesn't buy the too convenient explanation of suicide and launches an investigation of his own. But everything goes awry when Jamie discovers that he was the last person who saw Simon alive. Not only do the police suspect him, Jamie himself has no memory of that night. Alarmingly, his memory loss may have to do with how he became sleepless, not naturally like other sleepless people, but through a risky and illegal biohacking process. As Jamie delves deeper into Simon's final days, he tangles with extremist organizations and powerful corporate interests, all while confronting past traumas and unforeseen consequences of his medical experimentation. But Jamie soon faces the most dangerous decision of all as he uncovers a terrifying truth about sleeplessness that imperils him and all of humanity. Wow. That's sound pretty full on, actually. But intriguing. This is not the kind of sci-fi or speculative fiction that I ordinarily read. I'm normally quite like Star Trek science fiction, you know, out in space, in spaceships, meeting aliens. Whereas this sounds more like a futuristic dystopia type speculative novel, but that's great too. I don't know, it kind of also sounds like it has vague horror undertones, if you know what I mean. The Sleepless by Victor Manibo is this month's book, and I am intrigued. I don't know when I'll get to this one. I have a couple of other books that I'm reading at the moment, and I think I know what book I'm going to read next. It's not this one, but it is definitely something I'm interested in checking out. So, yeah. It's also great as well, just as a side note, to have a speculative novel. I think the last few that we've had have been more like fantasy and romance based. And I think they've all been female writers, although don't quote me on that because I can't fully remember. But this one is sort of a bit more out of left field. So that's good to see. And that's it for the January box. I'm really happy with this one. It's got some good things in it. I really like the cotton pads. This little perfumey thing is really cute. I love the mug. Oh my god, I'm so excited about the mug. And of course the candle, which will look great with the rest of them. So I hope you enjoyed unboxing this with me. As always, wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.